Welcome to another episode of podcast Whisper with the Dr. صالحة. Today we have a distinguished guest. She's an expertise in Ayurveda and yoga. We have Dr. N.V Soniya. She's a center head of Balance Muscat Ayurveda and Yoga Center located at اكثر. Welcome to episode of Whisper with the Dr. صالحة.
Thank you so much, Dr. Saliha. It's an honor to be here and my pleasure.
It is really our honor to have you today, and I'm sure people are going to learn more about your expertise, and they're going to take a lot of messages from you. It's kind of unknown to us. What is Ayurveda?
As the name itself suggests, Ayurveda, the word means, Ayur means life, and Veda means science. So it is science of life.
What's that present to you? What does it mean like to be science and life together?
Ayurveda teaches you everyday life, how to live healthy, how to maintain your health. And it also gives you remedies. If at all you fall ill, how to come out of it.
I see.
So there are various, as most of the people in Oman may know, Ayurveda related with external treatments like massages. But there are also internal remedies and many simpler ones.
Such as?
I'll talk about it more, but just let me give you a glimpse of it. For example, your kitchen. We all have kitchen remedies at home, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you take a small piece of ginger, boil it in water, and you can get relief from your throat catch. So like that, Ayurveda gives you simple remedies for a lot of illnesses you have.
It's very, very interesting because in Oman we have also our own traditional methods. So do you think that Ayurveda principles can be fitted into Oman, Oman's own traditional healing system?
Yes, of course. Ayurveda emphasizes on body-mind harmony. And I believe this resonates with a lot of traditional Omani practices. For example, the concept of balance is central in both Ayurveda and Omani traditional practices. There are various techniques which is practiced in Oman. Oman is deeply rooted in nature.
Absolutely.
And the people of Oman, they live a very healthy lifestyle, if you see. So traditionally, that is. So, for example, the techniques like herbal remedies and, as I said, there's a lot of remedies maybe your grandmothers were practicing at home. So all these, you can take from Ayurveda as well. Ayurveda also has these simple remedies which you can use. And there's dietary practices and the connection of spiritual healing, spiritual connection towards healing, which is prominent in Omani culture. You can draw parallel with Ayurveda as well, because we preach about diet, simplicity, purity of thought and mind, which brings balance to your life. And our center also at Balance Muscat, we conduct workshops with Ayurveda, yoga, and mindful practices to help you connect with yourself and bring balance to your life.
So fascinated that to know about your centers, the Balance Muscat of Ayurveda and Yoga Center that provided the comprehensive management or treatment or principle. And do you think that Ayurveda as an old healing traditional method just developed more than 5,000 years ago can be fitted into the daily currently life what we're living in, a very fast growing people they are impatient?
Yes, that's a very interesting question. But, as I said, Ayurveda is life science. It teaches about routines which you can follow every day to stay healthy. With the current lifestyle, everything has become fast-paced.
Right.
So lifestyle diseases are very common like diabetes, mellitus, hypertension, or obesity, dyslipidemia. So all these you can balance if you have a balanced lifestyle. So Ayurveda teaches about that. For example, I recently had a client, a 25-year-old gentleman, a young guy who recently joined a corporate job, but his problem was due to severe stress. He was also getting gut issues, severe loose motions and stuff like that. So what we did is we corrected his lifestyle. We taught him how to manage his stress levels, because as you know, stress is directly connected with our gut too. So, simple lifestyle changes can bring immense relief to your whole body. It will help you balance your mind and your body and help you stay healthier for longer. Ayurveda teaches about healthy eating, clean eating, balanced lifestyle, sleep hygiene, that is sleeping on time, waking up on time, not being like what we do these days is we are on our phones all the time. We watch phone before we go to bed, and the first thing we do before waking up is looking at our phone. So basically, we're stressing our mind out. So the balance we are talking about in Ayurveda is giving time for yourself, the me time. When you follow a routine, wake up in the morning, do a little bit of yoga, exercise, then you go to your work. And while sleeping also, make sure you're sleeping well, because when we sleep, as per Ayurveda, there's a healing. And modern science has also proven sleep is of cardinal importance for you to heal better. So, and when it comes to today's generation and lifestyle, the simple procedures we do at our center, for example, Ayurveda massages. It may sound simple, but what does massages do? Massages release dopamine and serotonin in your body, reduces the cortisol level, stress level naturally decreases, it increases the metabolism, so the chances of getting a metabolic disorder reduces a little. So all these things help. So Ayurveda, I believe, is very important in the present time than any time ever.
Particular lifestyle changes that's become more complicated of life, and here the Ayurveda will be as first choice, particularly if now I'm learning it's really a lifestyle changes.
Lifestyle.
Do you think, Dr. Soniya, that Ayurveda can improve the wellness in terms of balancing people or make them more living in the simplicity, or it is a very complicated life? What do you think about it?
Ayurveda preaches about simplicity. As I said, like the people of Oman. Life is simple. People are simple, rooted to the nature, very, very gentle, very giving. That is what Ayurveda preaches about. So I think Ayurveda aligns very well with the people of Oman and the country of Oman. Because Ayurveda is all about balance. Balancing your diet, balancing your lifestyle, simplicity, keeping your life, your plate simple. Don't complicate your food. You have simple meals as traditionally in Oman it is practiced. So in traditional Ayurveda food instruction also, it is instructed to be fresh and simple and purity, as you said. And people of Oman believe in purity, the kindness, the forgiveness. So when we practice kindness and forgiveness, your mind is stress-free. So that is what Ayurveda is about. Balance, simplicity, purity, bringing it all together for a holistic healing.
I'm really, really happy to have you here and to hear more about your Ayurveda. So I came to cross about one famous actor, India, Bollywood actress, and she was struggle with a weight loss and with losing weight. She's not losing weight for many, many years, and then she went to Ayurveda, and luckily she lost more than 20 kgs. Yes. And I wonder why and how. Now, having you here today, and I know how that's come from. On that point, do you think that Ayurveda will be really, really fitting into this generation, or we can have the balance between the modern treatment as well as Ayurveda as a traditional healing methods? Can we have a balance between these two?
Yes, I believe that's very possible, because day to day we deal with a lot of clients or patients who approach us who are also taking modern medication, but they want Ayurveda support. So as I said earlier, which helps them redesign their lifestyle into a better way so that they can heal better. For example, the example you told, I'll not name the actress, but I understand who that person is. So it was the gut issue. The treatment was done on her gut, not by medication. It was simply balancing her diet and making her understand what suits her gut. What Ayurveda says, every person is unique, like your 4 fingers. Every finger is different. Similarly, every body, every person is different. So what suits you may not suit the other person. So, and these days there's a lot of things on Instagram and YouTube. You read about ginger being very good. And I said ginger is good earlier too. Turmeric being very good for you. So what people do is they take ginger shots and turmeric shots. And if you have an acidic constitution, if you have hyperacidity, or you have a tendency towards getting acidity, too much of it can land you into hyperacidity. acidity, because these are also gastric irritants. So it is very important for you to listen to your body, understand your gut, and before you follow anything that you are seeing on social media, consult an Ayurveda doctor who understands, and you can understand your body and guide you what suits you, so that way you will benefit more. So, you understand that how herbs work better for you, but you have to understand which herb works better. Absolutely. It's not the same for everybody.
Yeah, I like that, Dr. Soniya, you said that each one is different, like a fingerprint. Dr. Soniya, what's your last message you want to send to our audience through this podcast?
The last message that I would give, that I want everybody to follow, is, listen to your body. Your body tells you. We just don't listen. We are so engrossed in our everyday life that we don't give time for ourselves. You need that me time. I told you about the morning routine. So when you put yourself into a routine, you're naturally giving yourself at least half an hour, or forget about half an hour, at least 15 minutes. So when you are sitting with yourself, your body will tell you what suits you. And we always follow this motto in our center. The first thing you have to do is acknowledge that you have a problem, or understand, because every problem starts from a small seed before it becomes a tree. So first you have to acknowledge that you have an issue. When you understand yourself, you will be doing that better. Then understand what the problem is and then address it. In our local dialect in Malayali, there's a saying that, I'll translate it into English. If a problem is small, you can take it out with a needle. And if you leave it like that, you may end up having to do a bigger job to dig it out, So the same thing with our body. Understand even minute change. For example, a lot of doctors these days, since we are all women here, so I'll just talk about that. For example, when there is even, body screens. For example, recently was a breast cancer test. So in breast cancer, if you do proper palpation and you find it out early, you may not need any surgery or any chemo. You'll get cured before it. Similarly, understand your problems in the beginning itself. Acknowledge that you are also you can also have a problem. Then you understand it and address it before it becomes big. And Ayurveda will always help you to reach your health goal.